Got me screaming. I popped another. Got me screaming. I popped another. Yeah, I'm too legit. Probably make you quit. Nickel might blitz. QB getting hit. I'm out here giving fits. Defense held a lit. Gunslinger. Dead eye. Boy, I never miss. What you wanna bet?
Level up.
Yeah, you good? Level up. All right. Welcome back to the Madden Underground Podcast. It's your boy Brian James, and I'm with my guy Philly guy Snipes and B Guard. What's good, fellas?
What's good?
Yeah. Oh, it's my phone. I'm getting feedback from my phone. Okay. Yeah, I want to welcome everybody back. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got a lot of things to talk about. We got a special interview with that guy DJ, the HBCU Madden champion, and he's a four-time Falcon Club Series finalist, but I let Philly guy do the introduction for him when it's time for the interview because he's a HBCU alum as well. So we're gonna let you do that give him a proper introduction. So, but yeah, we got a lot of news to talk about, fellas. Man, the NBA Finals basketball season is over.
It's done. That means Madden season's coming.
Oh yeah, Madden season is here. I'm ready for it. I'm pumped up. I'm geeked. How you guys feel about that final, man? Giannis is a champion. Congrats to the Bucks.
You know what? He deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it. That's it. I mean, he deserves it. He's been there. They built the team. They took care of business. I know Chris Paul's your favorite player of all time, Brian James.
I hate Chris Paul. If you know me, you know I hate him with a passion.
We gonna talk about that in a minute, though, actually.
But the Milwaukee Bucks did the damn thing. They world champs. Now it's time for the Madden ratings next week. That's it.
Oh yeah, definitely. We got a lot of things to talk about, man. But I'm gonna say right now, right here in front of the entire world. Let me get back on camera so you guys can see my face and the seriousness of what I'm about to say. Chris Paul, if I ever see you, I'm gonna punch you dead in your mouth. Okay, that's on. It's on video. It's on tape. Run it back. If you ever see me and Chris Paul in the same location, there's going to be a fight. I'm not threatening him. I am promising a fight, a physical.
Well, that sure as hell sounds like a threat. I mean, we need to host our own Madden.
That is a promise. That is a promise.
We're going to need a lead man in a minute.
You get Dana White on the phone and set it up. Me versus Chris Paul in a winner in a submission match. Like somebody got to tap out. No knockouts, no nothing. If you knock him out, you wait for him to get back up, and we fight it out until somebody just taps out. They have to be conscious. They have to be consciously submit. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So seriously, you know.
Wow.
That's how I feel about Chris Paul in that series.
Well, I'll say it right now because I know a lot of people check my Facebook out and they actually saw kind of what I said. You know, last night when initially it looked like Paul didn't dap up anybody, but I saw some video and he actually did. He did it before everything, before everything was over. The coach went and smacked him in the behind and this, that, and the third, and you know what I mean. So he dapped up some, not everybody, but he dapped up some people or whatever. And then as soon as it was all said and done, he just went back. I initially had said I done lost respect for him because I said the same thing about LeBron. Even to this day, with LeBron when he left the court after the game before, I couldn't stand that, and I lost respect for him at that point. And like I said, even to this day with LeBron, when he left the court before the game was over against Phoenix, you know what I'm saying? When you just leave the court, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that at all. Like, yo, if you're gonna win as a team, lose as a team. And for people that do stuff like that, I lose respect for them. So I'll say ahead of time, I know B. James can't stand him. But I wanted to see Chris Paul hoist a trophy. I'll be the first one to admit it. I wanted to see him hoist a trophy.
I'm glad he glad he never will. I'm glad he never will.
I will agree with you there.
He never will.
I don't think it'll ever happen now. This was his opportunity. He had a depleted Laker team. He had a depleted Nuggets team with no Jamal Murray. He had a depleted Clippers team with no Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? And then you ran into a bunch of Bulldogs. and they ate you for breakfast. They basically got their plate after game 2. They finally got their plate, and everybody just said, yo, eat all your dinner. And that's what they did. They ate their dinner 4 straight games.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
their
this.
dinner.
I'm gonna tell you this. Chris Paul is the reason, in my opinion, they lost. When he had the young boys on the floor playing together, the chemistry was a lot better. They were moving at a faster pace. The ball circulation wasn't stopping on Chris Paul. Everybody wasn't waiting to see what Chris Paul was gonna do. It was more fluid, in my opinion. He's an old geezer, like you say. Chris Dickerson is in the chat saying he's 36. He's old. Like, get his old ass off the court. You know what I'm saying? There's no country for old men in the NBA. That's how I feel about it. So, like, get him off of the court. Aiden too. But Aiden's young. I give him a pass, and he has the responsibility of guarding Giannis.
Aiden was a scared. He was a scared
Giannis is a beast.
Puppy dog last night. He was a scared. He didn't know what to do last night. He was a scared puppy dog last night. I felt so bad for Aiden. I really did. I felt terrible for him.
So you say the reason's Chris Paul, Brian. Tell me, how many finals appearances did this Suns team make before Chris Paul?
Let me tell you something. They were.
How many?
Listen.
For a decade, they were sorry. They were the sorriest team in the NBA
Chris Paul is
for
not
a
the reason.
decade.
Chris Paul is not the reason they made it to the championship. He's not the reason.
He is.
No, it's the coach. The coach is the reason they got to the championship.
They had that coach last year.
Yeah,
they
they
didn't make it the playoffs.
They just missed the playoffs, and Booker was going off. Booker was going off. Yeah, Booker was putting up 40 points a game.
In the bubble.
Hey,
this whole
playoffs. He averaged 40 points a game in the playoffs. He averaged that. That was his average. He was averaging 40 points a game.
I really don't know. It was Chris Paul.
Chris
he
Paul
could average
up
40 points. We all knew that Booker could score. Okay, so answer me this.
Okay,
why are all of his teams sorry before Chris Paul? Why were they all sorry? If Booker was this great, why were his teams always sorry?
Hey, they just like the Bucks, they were a team in progress. The Bucks were a team in progress.
They went from sorry to NBA Finals.
Same thing with the Bucks.
We're gradually going up.
I'm sorry. I just have a question because you guys talked about it, and now it's like y'all forgot about it. The Milwaukee Bucks were the only healthy team that the Phoenix Suns faced in the playoffs, right?
Yes.
Right?
They had one guy missing. They had one guy missing, but not big enough to make a difference.
So it stands to reason that if the West had been healthy, there's a strong chance that they might not have made it to the finals.
They weren't gonna make it to the finals.
So it's
Murray.
It's not that you can say that Chris Paul went up against the healthy teams in the West and knocked them off. You can't even say that argument.
No.
Key components were missing. He went up against a healthy team.
Counterpoint.
And they handled it.
Counterpoint. The Bucks didn't face a healthy team in the East either. No James Harden, no Kyrie. Trae Young was out the last 2 games of the conference finals. Everybody was hurt. Everyone was hurt.
Can't argue
but they beat the Suns.
I think the Phoenix Suns were the healthiest team until the NBA Finals.
Hey.
But having said that, we can go back and forth about the Suns.
CP3 is a bum. He's old. Get him off the NBA. He needs to go ahead and get into commentating.
He is not that big. Come on, man. Listen.
Listen.
There's no way we can sit here and say, respectfully now, there's no way we can sit here and say that this guy is that bad. Every team he goes to wins.
Dana White. If
every
Dana
team.
White on the line.
You know what I mean?
I will say this. I think the reason the Suns lost is because Giannis was great. That's basically what it came down to.
Giannis was excellent.
Giannis, they had nothing for Giannis. DeAndre, like Lesnight said, DeAndre Ayton, the moment was too big for him. The moment was too big. And yes, he's young.
Way too big.
I think he'll get better. I think he had a great playoff run up until that point. Devin Booker, first time in the playoffs, balled out. CP3, big games to get to the finals. And then they just ran into a juggernaut with Giannis.
Definitely.
Giannis had the closeout game, one of the crazy stat lines in a closeout game I've ever seen. Probably since Tim Duncan when he almost had a quadruple double. So I think it's more the Giannis just being that great than it is anything with the Suns.
Maybe so.
I got one last thing to say before we switch, Brian James.
You got 1 minute. Hurry up.
Damian Lillard is going to the Knicks. Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
You're clearly smoking some of the Cali.
I just love how every time y'all have some young players, y'all look at the shiny old veteran, superstar veteran. You're like, I want that. Like, but what about these young guys? What about them? Trade them all.
Trade them all.
9,000 picks to Portland for Damian Lillard.
Really? Dame Lillard?
So I put with Embiid,
Yes.
he becomes an MVP. Maybe so, or maybe not, or maybe you lose again, because Chris Paul is just not a winner. He's not the guy that's gonna win a championship. He's never gonna win one in his career. He's not that guy. Sorry, but you're not that guy. Okay, but let's moving on. Fred Warner of the 49ers just signed a $95 million extension. That's a lot of money. That's a whole lot of money.
A lot of money for a linebacker.
That's definitely a lot of money for a linebacker. You could have got a lot of players for that. But, yeah. How do you guys feel about Fred Warner, man? I love Fred Warner, man. He made one of the key stops of the Seattle game last year. Big tackle at the goal line. He's great in coverage. He's a great against the run. He's an all-around linebacker. I would think he's the 49ers version of – he's basically Bobby Wagner all over again. So, I think he's a more athletic Bobby Wagner, in my opinion. How do you guys feel about Fred Warner getting all this money?
I think all you said right there was 100% correct. I mean, the dude's a talent. He's a guy that he does everything for the Niners. The Niners paid him like he does everything for them. But if you ask me, $95 million for a linebacker is too much money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money for a linebacker. He literally better really be out there full blast every single play for $95 million. That's the way you got to kind of look at it. There's no way any of those coaches should be sitting him at all. They should be telling him.
Wait a minute.
They should be.
Chris Dickerson's a 49er fan? I never knew that.
He's a Bears fan.
I
never knew that.
I thought he was a
Raiders
Raiders
Bears
fan.
fan.
Nope. He's
Dickerson?
He said we.
I thought he was a Bears.
He just said we like he's a 49er fan. I'm just assuming.
Okay.
But carry on, Snipes. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I mean, it's not really a whole bunch else really to say. It's just, $95 million is a lot. I think every single coach that's on the Niners, on the defensive side, they should basically be telling this man constantly, you ain't getting a rest. You make $95 million.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't getting a rest for the season. You know what I mean? So you might get a quick little water break breather, and you going right back in. And that's it. You know what I mean? You play every down. You damn near should play special teams, too, for that kind of money.
Definitely.
No, I gotta say, so looking it up, Fred Warner, he's 24 years old. So it's not like they're paying somebody who's going to be on the back end of their career. Like, this dude's just starting getting in his prime. Like, 24 years old, you sign him to a 5-year deal. I think $40 million of it is only guaranteed. It is a lot of money, but they could get out of it in like a couple of years if he starts to get injury riddled or performance isn't what it once was. Like, they can get out of the deal, but he's at worst a top 3 or 5 linebacker in the NFL. Some would say like the best linebacker in the league. It is a lot of money for a linebacker, but he is probably the best at his position, so I don't hate the deal. Like, if you want to keep your defensive core around, like, that's probably where you gotta put all your money, is the front seven, which the Niners have an excellent front seven. And then their secondary, I'm not a big Niners fan. Somebody else can tell me. Like, I'm not sure who's in their secondary at this point now that Sherman's gone. But I like the deal, and we'll see how it plays out for him.
Definitely. What about you, Philly? Anything to add to this topic?
Hey man, look, I think Fred deserves it. I think he's a great player. I think that the Niners are the ones that messed up. I think that it is a lot of money for his position, but like I said, he's worth it. I feel like what they should have done is they should have spent some money on their backfield and in some of the areas in free agency. If you got to tag tag him and then try to give him more money next year or something to that effect. But I don't feel like a team that put all those first round picks into the front line, to the defensive line, should have spent that kind of money on Fred for this year. Like I said, I don't think he doesn't deserve it, and I don't think that they shouldn't sign him to a long-term deal. I just felt like they let too many pieces go away. Burita is in Buffalo. Some of the other running backs are in different places. We know that they got problems in the secondary. I mean, they didn't really make any moves like that. So I felt like they could have waited to sign him to a large deal next year.
I mean, they got Mostert. They still got Mostert, and
yeah, Mostert's a good back.
Kyle Shanahan knows what to do with running backs. His dad knew how to get running backs going good. Like a quote from Mike Shanahan: "I breed running backs." Like that's pretty much I think what he's gonna go for. Like he always kind of has a running back by committee. Like you don't ever see someone take multiple downs in one game. Like you might get somebody with 15 carries with the Niners, and 3 other backs are coming in to spell them. Like I'm not worried about the backfield as much. Their secondary is what worries me.
Yeah, I like the safeties. I like the safeties. I know the cornerback position is kind of sketchy because Verrett's always hurt. He's injury prone. I'm not gonna say he's always hurt. He's injury prone though. Let me see. As far as the corners go, I like Mosley, and I think that's about it. I can't name too many other people. Oh, they drafted old boy from Oregon though. I like them. Remember they showed the video of him locking down receivers in rookie camp. He was picking off.
Yamador.
Yeah. He's a nice corner. So I think the secondary will be okay. They're young, talented. They've definitely got faster at the position now that Sherman's going. And they have Jimmy Ward too. So that's a. I think they'll be okay. They have a solid end. That front seven is the most important part of that defense anyway.
Yeah, I like that. I like that team regardless. I think they're gonna bounce back. Hey, and if Jimmy ain't it,
oh, and they did get old boy from
they got
USC.
Trey Lance. Hey, and if Jimmy ain't it, Trey Lance is waiting in the wings. They're just waiting for Jimmy to just go ahead, Jimmy, throw it to the safety, see what happens.
Mess up. In other news, we had an unfortunate injury in the NFL with in the same division. I'm sure the 49ers, I'm not saying they wish injuries on players, but Cam Akers, man, he's out for the year. He what did he tear, Snipes?
Tore his ACL. He tore his Achilles.
Oh yeah, he's done.
Achilles.
So he's done. So yeah, it's unfortunate because they were planning on building around him with the receiving core, new quarterback.
And Stafford.
He was going to be a focal point of the offense, man. So him going down is a big hurt. I know they still have Henderson. in the backfield. But this makes you wonder: would they go back out and get Todd Gurley? Would they go out there and since they're familiar with him, he's already familiar with the offense? It seems like it would be a good fit, right?
I'll tell you what, I don't think that would happen. I think if anything, they'd go out there and get a vet like Adrian Peterson. I see him going to do something like that.
I don't see that either. The problem with Gurley is he's not healthy anymore. Those knees don't hold up for at least half the season. They don't even hold up for half the season.
Yeah, he can't. He doesn't rock half a season.
The year they went to the Super Bowl, they pulled C.J. Anderson off the street.
He's got arthritis like a mug.
Yeah, they pulled C.J. Anderson off the street to be pretty much the main back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We all thought that was weird. And then we found out, his knees are shot. And it's unfortunate. And I kind of compare it to, it's kind of a basketball reference, but do y'all remember a player named Brandon Roy? Yeah. Played for Portland. Mm-hmm. That's what I compared Todd Gurley to. You're muted, Snipes.
Thank you.
So, that's the comparison I make. The player I think they're going to go after is probably Duke Johnson. Duke Johnson's probably the guy.
And he's kind of
the guy I keep hearing. Yeah. So, you already got Henderson. You got a couple other backs, but I don't see Adrian Peterson being a fit there. I think Duke Johnson makes way more sense than any of the other rumored backs out there. The other backs that I keep hearing, Adrian Peterson, done. Le'Veon Bell, done. LaShawn McCoy, been done. I think Duke Johnson's like the most logical one. You can get him cheap, and he's way more athletic than those guys that I just mentioned, and probably has more in the tank.
True indeed.
Well, you're probably right. Duke is probably the best bet. I do think that they bring in Duke and Le'Veon because they didn't trade for Matthew Stafford just to have him hand the ball off. So I would expect for them to be looking for running backs that can catch the ball and are going to be threats out of the backfield. Cam Akers is a talent. There's no question about that. Wishing him a speedy recovery. I was looking forward to watching him play this season, but really, that's what the Rams are going to be looking for. They're going to be looking for that back that can catch out of the backfield. So Le'Veon has familiarity with that. Duke, I think, is a little bit more complimentary based off his age for him to run between the tackles. But I think the Rams are going to be fine. I think they're going to be fine, and I'm excited to see what they do defensively because that's where they hang their hat. So Stafford is just going to keep the offense moving, and Aaron Donald he's going to turn his game up to another level if he has to. So
definitely
not that big of a deal.
Definitely, man. In other news, I know some AFC North fans will be happy about this, but Vince Williams is calling it quits. He retired today, announced his retirement. He's retiring from the NFL. He's hanging his cleats up. Some guys are probably like, who's Vince Williams? But if you play Madden and you have to use the Steelers, then you may know who he is. He's one of the faster linebackers on the team.
Not saying a lot,
but he was essential. He's essential piece. He was a veteran leadership in the locker room, and Tomlin alluded to that. He's definitely going to miss him, and he's going to be a guy that's hard to replace. He said he's 78 speed.
Yeah, I remember. I'm trying to figure out how fast is he? I don't remember him being that fast.
He's 78 speed.
Who's using 78 speed Vince Williams? I
don't think he's.
If you're using 78 speed Vince Williams, you got some issues.
He said he was fast. He was fast.
78 speed faster than me. That's not getting it done.
Oh man, I came with the chat, man.
They called you on your BS, Brian James.
I thought maybe it was somebody else. I thought he was 88 speed, but maybe I'm wrong. I stand corrected. He was not fast. He was 88 speed. 78 speed. Maybe I thought it was 88. Maybe he was 78 speed, but he definitely
was he ever 88 speed in his life? Was he 88 speed ever in his life?
Hey, we're not here to bash him. We're not here to low rate him. We're here to encourage him and send him off on his way.
You playing him up like he's Ray Lewis or something.
Hey, he's definitely not Ray Lewis, but he made it to the league, and that he had an illustrious career. I don't know if it was really that illustrious, but we're gonna assume it was. And
it's one of the reasons why I can't even say nothing. All I can say is congratulations on your retirement, brother.
You really messed up this retirement thing.
Yeah, you playing like Chris Paul right now.
Hey, let's just
playing like Chris Paul right now.
Let's just change the subject. Let's just change the subject.
Yo, we weren't even trying to bash
We just ruined his retirement announcement. We ruined his retirement announcement. It's like he was not 88 speed. He was definitely 77 speed. In any franchise, he was definitely in free agency. No, but I'm
stick a fork in it. It's done. It's done.
No burn.
Have a fantastic retirement, brother. Have a fantastic retirement.
Hey, you made it to the league. You was Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Still Curry.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Vince Williams, you should be happy, man. You don't have to deal with Ben Roethlisberger's bullshit no more.
Yeah. And it's sad that he started after Ben Roethlisberger and ended his career before Ben Roethlisberger.
Ain't that crazy? Yeah. That's crazy.
So
probably could go another 2 years, but you can't do it with Ben over there.
Not being that quarterback. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he won't. But
judging career based off of Madden ratings.
Let's just change the subject because when you talk about Madden player, like he was 78 speed, he was but
you got buried by the chat. You just got buried.
Definitely. So, anyways, moving along, we got some big announcements, big dates coming up. We have the Madden Underground town hall meeting tomorrow, and that will take place on my stream on twitch.tv/Brian James Vision. We'll be announcing and talking about all the Madden Underground League news, and we'll be talking about the invitational tournament as well for the players and how you can participate in these tournaments. This is a very important stream because there are going to be a lot of things that are different in the leagues opposed from last year to this year because the game is different. We're making a jump to next gen. Those of you that will be making that jump with us, you'll see that a lot of things are going to be a bit different in regards to just the game in itself. We are going to be adjusting to the game because it's next gen, but you want to make sure you do not miss this town hall meeting tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific. That's 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'll make sure to get everybody to stream after the chat. But it's Brian James Vision on Twitch. We'll be streaming from there tomorrow. So make sure you guys don't miss it. We're not going to be streaming on the Madden Underground page because this is league business. This isn't everybody else's business. This is strictly for the league. We'll be discussing some things with the league and things like that and getting you guys privy to what's going on and the changes that we're going to be making. So make sure you guys keep it locked. League registration opens up on the 30th. That means you can start paying to lock in your spot in the league. You don't want to miss that date. That's another important date. That's next week. And then we have the league lottery on the 25th. That's when we find out what teams we get. That's August 25th, not July 25th. We find out what teams we're going to be getting and what order we'll be picking our teams, I should say, and things like that. Then we'll have a Madden Underground team reveal podcast on the 1st of September. We'll have the invitational tournament on the 11th, and then we'll start sending those league invites after that first Madden update or patch on the 18th of September, and then we'll get this thing rolling.
Hey, let me just say real quick to everybody out there, Brian James is going to be working real hard on a lot of content. Obviously, we'll be here to help him as well too, with this content as well. So if you guys could just do me then. All right, well,
look at me there. I don't want no parts of that.
Look, I'm gonna be helping him with content as well too. I'll speak for myself. I apologize. I'm gonna be helping him and trying to get everything done here, as fast as possible and as efficient as possible. So what we ask you guys to do, when you guys know when you pick, after you make your decision on what teams you have, don't push it out to everybody because that's what makes our show. When we do the team reveal shows. That's what makes our show. The fact that everybody can look and see, oh, I got this guy in my division. You know what I mean? I can eat dinner now. You know what I mean? I can eat dinner constantly. That's what makes our show. That's what makes the capping go on within a podcast too. So please, when you know who your team is, don't pass it out there to everybody else for everybody else to know. We want everybody to know during the team reveal. That's it.
Definitely. And what's the other thing you always have to remind people too? What's that?
Get your money.
Oh yeah, have your money ready. Have your money. Have your money. I know a lot of people had trouble getting the consoles and things like that. The people who got them fast, kudos to you guys. But we're making that next gen jump this year, and the gameplay is better on next gen in my opinion. I'm not sure. A lot of people have been complaining.
Mine as well.
Not been complaining about it. It's more realistic. A lot of the exploits aren't really that big of an exploit anymore, but I'm sure people will find more. So, but as of right now, it's fun to play. So we're just looking forward to playing, having a new console, everybody getting a fresh start. I recommend you lab now and things like that before the time comes and get ready. So I'm gonna throw these dates up one more time. So tomorrow, Madden Underground Town Hall on twitch.tv/Brian James Vision. Make sure you guys lock that stream in, follow it, do what you got to do. We'll be announcing all the new changes in the league, and we'll be answering any question that you may have in regards to payments, in regards to rules, in regards to all these different things. Registration opens up on the 30th. That is the day you pay. You secure your spot. You're locked in. MU League Lottery will be on the 25th. That is the day we determine who and what order we pick teams. On the 1st, we have the MU Team Reveal podcast. We'll be revealing all the teams for the leagues and who got what. The MU Invitational Tournament will be 9/11. We'll be facing off. It'll be MU guys versus everybody, all the other leagues that sign up. And then on the 18th, we'll start sending out those invites, pending that the patch has been done. That date may change depending on when they release that scouting patch or whatever, because we want to make sure we got the best version of the game, the best rosters, the final rosters, and all those things, so we don't have no discrepancies going into the season, and everybody's happy with the teams and things and the activities that we have planned. So that's that. Hope you guys will be prepared. Hope to see you all tomorrow. And we got an interview. We got an interview with that guy DJ. I'm gonna let Philly guy tell you a little bit about him before we get into this interview. So go ahead, Philly.
All right, now thanks to B-Guard, now I probably can't get any kind of special announcements or commercials or anything else made, because y'all gonna be upset. It's gonna be the two of y'all. You supposed to be a team player, man. You supposed to be helping them out. We in this together. Trying to make Snipes feel bad.
You said we again when we start speaking French.
Let's see. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
There you go. Look, listen. Let me tell you something. The world needs visionaries. Okay.
Hey, snap.
What does that mean?
I need you to snap your fingers, Philly. There you go. See, that's what happens when you see, just like that. Philly got the Thanos power. He just made B-Guard disappear from the screen, and we'll bring him back though. But that's how easy. That's how easy he could be going. Just like,
see, just like that. So I'm gonna get back into the intro. I'm gonna use that voice. The world needs visionaries. The Atlanta Club Series finalist from Claflin University. When the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Who is that guy? It's that guy DJ. And what did he do? He won the HBCU Invitational. Now, you may be asking yourself, who is this guy? What does he have in common with me? I'm going to tell you, He's a winner. And if you are trying to be a winner, then you need to make sure that you listen to what he says, because it's a common theme. It's a common thread. Everybody that's come on this show has been winning, has been saying the same thing, okay? This young man, Claflin University, HBCU Invitational. Most of y'all probably don't even know what that is. Most of y'all probably wouldn't even be playing in it to begin with. But the bottom line is, everything that he's saying is everything that you heard before, okay? We didn't make it up. We didn't tell him what to say. And just show it to him, B. Just show it to him. They don't understand. They don't understand what to do to be great at the game.
Oh, definitely.
You got to let the man speak for himself. Let him speak for himself.
All right, so we're going to get right into this interview. Check it out. Tell us about your HBCU tournament run, man. You were the champion.
I want to hear about that.
Yeah. Tell us how you prepared for it. Tell us what it was like during the tournament, the adversity you may have had to overcome, and things like that.
So I think one day, in the group chat, my friend texted me saying, "Hey, check your email." Our school sent out an email about a tournament. I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna join it." I saw it was like 10K. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to do this." So I went in there. We got qualified. I think I played 5 games. I think a lot of games kind of easy in the qualifying games. And then when it came to the final 16, I played. Who did I play? I don't know. I can't remember who I played. I can't remember the first round, but I played a guy named I played a guy named Tim in the second round. Then I played Assassin in the semifinal. It was a little sweat fest with him. He's a good player.
Okay.
And then in the finals, I don't know. It was pretty easy. I didn't lose a game the whole tournament. So I don't.
So it was
I
a
don't lose a game the
cakewalk.
whole tournament.
It was a cakewalk.
Call it like it is.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
The only sweat I had was with a Tim and Assassin. Only sweat, and I think Assassin. I don't know, because he runs split close. Not a lot of people run that, so it was kind of hard to adjust to that at first. So, but yeah, other than that, I didn't lose a game. I adjusted quickly.
Okay.
That's still not good.
I want to build on that though, DJ, because there's two things that I think go along with that. Number one, what do you do? What do you think it takes to be a good player? And then the second part of that question is, do you have a crew? Do you have leagues that you compete in that help you be that type of player?
Okay, so for the first question, I'll say the biggest part for me to get better at the game is watching, like getting on Twitch, watching the game, and then kind of like understanding, trying to instead of just like watching, like looking up money plays, I try to like understand why plays work, so that way I can like apply it in like different formations, something like that, like different concepts. Yeah, buying an ebook so you can like see what the top players think, how they think, because it's more than just doing a money play or a money blitz. I mean, as soon as that money play would get shut down, what you gonna do? We don't know how things and stuff work. Now, as far as my crew, I recently joined my friends the school called On the Rise, OTR for the acronym. But I play with them. We play lab games pretty much every day, trash talk games, so we can get each other head, try to get each other's head, stuff like that. We test things out on each other, different type of beaters, blitzes, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd say the biggest part to get better is just understanding the game. Don't look so much into trying to find a glitchy play. I would say try to find like why these concepts work. That's what I would say. I'm gonna get better at the game.
Well, I'm gonna kind of go into the whole detail of when he was talking about buying ebooks.
Okay.
Can you kind of elaborate on that a little bit? Because obviously doing something like this actually helps you win this big tournament. So can you elaborate a little bit as to why you think it would be best to get an ebook? I've never personally bought one. So if I'm a person that's going to come to you and say, hey, look, why would I buy an ebook? And I got to listen to a champ now. You a champ. So I need to ask that question to you.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, you kind of want to understand. So like, and when you watch Twitch, a lot of times they don't show the play art, and they try to hide stuff. So you just got to buy the ebook. But I bought it because the same guys every year are always at the top. So not some ebooks. So I want to see like why. So I want to try to get into their mind, pick their mind, and maybe like I said, pick into the ebook, take some things out, incorporate it to my own scheme, stuff like that. It's just like getting back to that understanding of why things work type of thing.
And what ebooks did you actually invest
That was
in?
gonna be my next question. Yeah, that was gonna be my next question.
I think in Madden 20, I bought it was EMB Elite Man. I think I bought like a tight offset ebook, and then in 21 I bought a Trips tight end ebook.
Okay.
But I think now I kind of understand what's going on. So I don't think I need to have to buy ebook. But I mean, I still might buy one just to buy one, just to keep that good luck going. Let's say I bought an ebook and I want.
Say you gotta do what you gotta do to keep you fresh.
Yeah.
So another question for you here now too. So now, have you been playing Madden 21 next gen?
I took a break after I think after like April or May when the LCQ was, but recently like a couple weeks ago I started playing next gen because I want to start getting used to the movement.
Okay.
I don't want to get in there because the players move like sloths on the game as of right now. But I'll probably get used to it. Trying to figure out how to get sticky.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it's going to kind of segue into, because when we talk about like I don't know if you had an opportunity to to play the beta, but I was gonna find out from you, what was your thoughts on the beta, and how do you think some of these your opinion, how you think some of these big guys are going to end up being in these new tournaments that's going to be coming up for next gen, because again, just like you just said, they move like sloths until you get used to it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think after like a week or two in the game, because the beta, because they're gonna update it still. They're gonna like do patches and stuff like that and make it even better. But I think we'll get used to it. I think my preference on the beta was that number one, movement. You just got to get used to it. It's whatever. It is better than 21 though. I can tell like they're a little bit faster. You got a little bit of acceleration. You can kind of wiggle a little bit on the sticks. The zones are terrible right now. Tyreek Hill is literally unguardable. They got to ban him, and they got to ban him. Every deep blue is getting burned by him. Man is horrible, which I like. Running seems a little bit harder, which I love because I can't stand people that run the ball at every play of the game. Delay fades are you can man them up now, so no more cheating me with delay fades again, even though they're manned up. Who else? they took out smart routing certain routes. I don't like that, but so that's gonna kill a lot of formation. But yeah, it'll be a fun game. It's a new Madden. We all love Madden season when it first starts, and then the thing I think I love about the new Madden is the guys we call them June goons or these summer goons. They come up out of nowhere at the end of the game. They all go missing during like the start of the MCS or during the start of the new Madden because they don't know how to play the game for real without I guess
The
using
meta,
like those in game. Yeah.
the metas that they learned throughout the year.
And you know what? I got one more question for you now too, because you just mentioned you hate to see people running the ball every single play. So my question to you, what'd you think about that championship that Joke won? Just curious from a champ.
I mean, he did what he had to do. He did what he had to do to win. So I mean, I can't get mad at him. But like, it's just the game. They can't let that happen again. No way. You can't let a guy literally have a punter at quarterback to win. What first was Voltrex winning 100K. I don't know how much Joke won, but every tournament that year was won by people that didn't pass the ball at all. The one time the whole tournament.
Yeah,
that can't happen. That just can't happen.
we had a community hot take where someone in the community asked, "Would you rather be dotted all game or ran on all game?" And majority of the community said dotted.
You'd rather be dotted.
Yeah, you'd rather be dotted, right?
Rather be dotted. Yeah.
Okay.
Dotted, definitely.
And who and since you've been playing Madden, what catapulted you into the competitive scene? What was it that you saw or participated in or witnessed that made you want to jump into the competitive scene?
I think when I was young, I wanted coins, so I wanted to switch to wager people, and then I realized. So then I heard about the MCS, and then I saw. I think it was Joel. It was Joel, Drini, and Pavan. They're young. We call them the youth, so they're all young and dominating on that. I'm thinking, well, I can do this too. And then my friends in real life were saying like, yeah, you should. You're pretty good. You start playing for money and stuff like that. So I did, and then Madden 20. I got 6 seed. Because I wasn't really playing that much, but I was playing just a little bit. But I realized I could have made club series for the Falcons, so I played, and then I ended up making the Final Four. So after that, I kind of just been.
How do you feel about the MCS moving to the next gen or the Gen 5 consoles?
I mean, we all knew it was coming, so it's just something we got to get used to. The good players will, we'll figure out a way to adjust into it. The people that's gonna complain is gonna stay. These ones that's gonna stay whatever. I guess less good. I guess you could say.
Okay.
Man,
it'll be easy to adjust.
I tell you what. I tell you what. I don't even know this brother, and I love him already. Just because of what he just said just now. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been talking about that through all these podcasts that we've been doing, and everybody complaining and this, that, and the third. And what we've been saying from the rip, it's gonna happen. They're not staying current gen. There's just
as soon as it was announced, people were like, "Oh, I'm just gonna wait till we got to get it." And then now they just announced it's gonna be next gen. And now I've been seeing on Twitter people like, "Oh, I can't get a console." No, bro, you had since what? Like what, November?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And look, now the PS5 and Xbox, they're going for like 900 plus.
You gotta pay for it.
Hey,
you want to be in MCS, you gotta pay for it.
Exactly. So
these a lot of guys I saw a lot of guys crying. I saw a lot of guys pissed off about it, but I didn't see the good players saying anything. And that's what he's saying, with him saying that the good players don't complain, they just adjust. That's very, very true, because the good players, the guys that actually win things, had nothing to say about it.
Nope. Man.
So what should we expect out of you this Madden 22 year?
Well, there's apparently there's gonna be some more HBCU Madden events and tournaments and leagues and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get on all the HBCU Madden scenes, leagues, and all that. So
okay,
I'm gonna try to keep my HBCU clean reputation. And as far as MCS goes, I don't know, because I've been some rumors about some things about clubs and stuff like that, and it's just some things that I just gotta wait and see what the MCS is going, because apparently they switching some things up. So
okay, yeah, I've been hearing the same thing. I'm not too sure if it's true or not, but EA, you just gotta wait and see sometimes. But yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm sure what you saying it was a cakewalk last time. I'm sure you're not worried about the HBCU scene. I'm sure you feel you have that in the bag.
I want to say. I'm going to compete, obviously, the best of my ability. But some of my friends on Twitch, I'm gonna try to get them. I'm gonna try to get them on this shit because I don't want to see them wasting their time when they because they go to HBCUs too. They should have been in that tournament with me. It should have been more of a sweat.
Okay.
So this year I'm gonna try to get them in some leagues too.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Right here with it, man.
Oh, that's what's up. You got the battery, battery's charging and everything.
Hey, I'm trying to win a P5, man. Yeah.
That cable got to stay on that thing, man. That thing goes so daggone fast.
That's it.
Definitely, man. We definitely appreciate you, DJ, man, dropping by, lending us a moment of your time, man. Anything anybody you want to shout out?
My boys at home, Caden, Eric, Chris, DJ. My boys at school, Dion, Elite, Leach, my mom and dad. Yeah. And once again, thanks y'all for having me.
Man, thanks for stopping by, man. Much appreciated, man. We look forward to hopefully getting you in the league or a tournament or something, so we can see firsthand what you doing.
I was just gonna ask about you gonna get in the tournament or what? Is he gonna be in the tournament?
Yeah, just let me know when the sign stuff like that is. I got my entry fee, or if y'all whatever y'all do, I got it.
Okay. Most definitely. So we definitely gonna get him involved, man. So
trying to get a CFM next year too. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. So we'll definitely be in touch, man. Appreciate you stopping by. And anything you guys want to say in closing?
Man, just good luck in school, bro. Keep it up. Obviously keep that number one. But you know what I mean. If you could make this bread playing Madden at your age right now, man, go get that guap, man.
Yes, sir. You know the vibes.
Yeah, look, for me, it's real simple. We talked off air about some of the things that you're doing and how important they are. And, don't ever forget that, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. There's going to be highs and lows for sure. But, you headed in the right direction. And I know for me, having kids your age, hey, man, I know your family's very proud of you, because you're definitely doing big things. And, and it shows. So, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep surrounding yourself with good people. Keep pushing yourself the way that you are, and you staying sharp. So, keep handling your business. Very, very proud and, looking forward to seeing some of the other things you're going to be able to do in the future.
Sir, thank you. Most definitely.
That was our interview with DJ. That guy DJ, to be precise. Welcome back, fellas. How did you guys feel about that guy DJ, man? He's a pretty great guy, pretty great Madden player. Honored to have him on the show. Hope you guys enjoyed the interview. As much as we enjoyed conducting the interview, he gave a lot of insightful information, especially about the ebook game, how competitive players and a lot of people have pride in regards to getting ebooks, but all the competitive players do it to a certain extent. Because you want to know what's out there. And in order to know what's out there, you got to see what people putting out. I was one of those people that thought like they always held the secret sauce for themselves. So I was just prideful in purchasing ebooks. But I went out and bought all the ebooks I could find this past weekend just so I could just study and see what's going on in the Madden world. What about you guys? Anybody, you ever bought an ebook?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Had friends that sold them. Never bought one.
I have. Like you said, you got to see what somebody's putting out. Yeah. So you're at least on par with people. Like they're already going to be ahead of the curve on you. So you got to do what you have to do to catch up. Definitely.
Well, we thank you all for tuning in this week on the Madden Underground Podcast. And late, but it looks like the interview was good. Oh yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate you. He said, of course he did. Appreciate you guys, man. But yeah, definitely. We'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be back for the town hall meeting for the league members. All you league members this is for returning league members only. This isn't for the new members. The new guys, remember 7:30. That's when the registration will be open on the website. You guys can join. Any leagues that are out there watching and you're interested in participating in the Madden Underground Invitational Tournament, You want to show that your league is great. Snipes let us know that Strictly Ballers League has been talking crap, and they've been saying that they gonna kill us and whoop on us this year. We haven't had a non-Madden Underground guy win a tournament in any of our tournaments. So even when Serious Mo came and played, and your favorite player, B-Guard, Wes beat him. so that's something we're looking forward to. Get more.
I bet he never shut up about it either.
No,
I bet
he
he
did.
never.
He did. He never let that go. But yeah, definitely make sure you guys keep it locked here. Like I said again, tomorrow is the Madden Underground Town Hall meeting for returning league members. This isn't for the new guys, not for the new guys, but new guys. 7:30. That's July 30th. Registration will be available at MaddenUnderground.com. You can go there and register, and join the league, and make sure you secure your spot in the league. We'll have the sim league. We'll have which is basically a hybrid league. We don't like that term sim around here because it's been so butchered by so many terrible league commissioners. But yeah. So make sure you guys keep it like all the memorable dates are on the screen in front of you, and make sure you guys do your due diligence and make yourself available to get here. But anything.
Can we talk about that next week?
What?
Can we talk about that next week?
What sim?
Can we talk about what is sim? Yeah. Can we talk about what is sim?
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. In a dope game, you got pure, and then you got stepped on. You know what I'm saying? And the word sim has been stepped on a lot, and it's not the same. So I don't rock.
Can you explain that? Because B-Guard looked really confused. He looked really confused,
Okay,
I'm
okay,
sorry to interrupt,
okay,
but B-Guard looked
well,
really confused.
I mean,
can
like,
you explain it in simpler terms?
That's a hell of an analogy.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, like sim. The word sim has been butchered throughout the years. It's going to be. Is this MU league going to be for Madden 22? Yes, it's definitely for Madden 22. But when you talk about sim commissioners, they all like the word sim. I had a debate about it on Twitter yesterday. It was basically when people say sim, competitive players say, "Oh, it's going to be a bunch of rules and all this other stuff, and it's going to be extremely strict." Right? That's dependent on the commissioner. Sim means simulation, means it's the thing closest to what you see on Sunday. That's what it's supposed to mean. But in reality, a lot of commissioners, they do things. They make rules.
Embellish.
Huh?
Yeah, they embellish.
They make
They
rules.
embellish.
They make
They
rules
embellish
for the
a little
things
bit.
that they can't stop. You know what I mean? And I ain't one of them cats. You know what I mean? But it's like if it has nothing to do with football, and a lot of the commissioners never even play football. Some of these guys are golf guys. Some of these guys are Mortal Kombat guys that like to play Madden. But it's just, it depends on what league you're in. So now when you say sim, the word sim could mean anything nowadays. So that's why I say, in regards to sim, I try to avoid the, sim and comp is basically the modes. It's the same game. It plays a little bit different, where they drop the ball and whatnot, as far as the modes go. But as far as just the rules and things like that could be anything, because it's the sim is it's just a gray area when you talk about sim style football, because all the leagues have a different. If you go to any sim league, you put 7 sim leagues on the screen, and then you go to their rules section, you're gonna find all the leagues have different rules, and none of them have the same rules. So it's like there has to be some type of sim standard, and maybe we'll talk about that next week on here. What would be and what should be the sim standard? Like something that
For Madden Underground or just in general?
I'm just talking about just in general. It should be a sim standard. Like if you're gonna talk about sim,
because what he's saying is usually the rules are because the commissioner can't stop a certain thing, and
or
that's
he doesn't like
not
a certain
him.
thing, or a guy
That's trying to placate the rules to your advantage. That's different.
Yeah.
Right, but in Madden Underground, what does sim mean?
We don't really do the sim thing. It's kind of a hybrid. That's why I say, like, when we talk about we try to make it as close to simulation for the sim league, but we're not gonna restrict you. Like they have cool offs in the game now, where you can't run the same play twice or back to back and things like that. That's what sim guys are going to. Some guys have that cool off for 10 plays. Like you can't run the same play. Say you ran play on first down, then you got to wait 10 downs to run that halfback dive again, and you're in the goal line. That makes no sense. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's certain things, certain gray areas when you talk about sim that they want you to use your whole playbook, and that's cool if you want to play like that. That's why I say it's all about sim is more so preference. I'm just gonna say that sim is more preference. You got to find a sim league that is catered and tailored to the way that you want to play, and that's what I say. If you're looking for a sim league, that's the best way to go do it. But as far as I see guys talking about Madden is all power ups and Pokemon cards now. Yeah, that's what they pretty much made it to a certain extent. It's fun, but it's a lot of things that they could do. I recommend, like I said, play next gen. I enjoy next gen. I played a little bit of MUT this past week, and it's kind of it's still MUT. You get what you get in MUT because it's the best team, the best cards win. But I like it. I like next gen, and I would recommend everybody get a taste of next gen if they can, or if they have the money to do so. Please do so. Check it out. But we'll be back next week, and we'll have a broader conversation about sim play and what that actually mean, or what the sim standard should be. There should be a sim standard. Anything you guys want to say in closing?
Well, I think you covered it.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you got EA Play tomorrow, right?
I think so. I think so. I definitely want to shout out everybody for tuning in. I see my guy, that Calhoun Savage. Okay, I see my guy in there, man. Do MU take questions offline? Yes, just you can inbox me or inbox the page, the Madden Underground page, and somebody get to you eventually, depending on when you send those questions. But or you can email us at maddenundergroundinfo@gmail.com, and then you'll get a rapid response there, or on Twitter, UG Madden. But we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully everybody will be at the town hall tomorrow. Get this league information on the league guys, and we'll see you guys then, man. Have a good day. Enjoy your night, evening, or whatnot. Basketball's finally over. Yes. And we'll see you soon.